Hey everybody, this is Barton Holmes with Yamaha Marine Center. Today we are looking at this brand new Parker 2420 Sport Cabin. Parker's been making these Sport Cabin models since going back into the 1980s, if I'm not mistaken. We became a dealer for Parker a couple of years ago, and we've been delighted with the quality of the boats, the attention to detail, price point, and something unique, which are these cabin boats. This 2420 is a replacement for the 2320. There's some exciting new changes that Parker has been designing into their new models, and I'll go through some of those with you, but this is the first of the 23 to 2420s that we've received. Alright, so I'm going to go through some of the differences as best I can through this, I'll point these things out as we do the walkthrough. Starting at the bow of the boat, traditionally Parker has had bow pulpits coming out from the bow and then put the roller at the end of the pulpit. Well, Parker has now integrated a windlass beneath the deck and just putting the bow roller up here with the windlass underneath the deck, so you've got a place for the windlass and you got a place for the roller without making the boat an additional 2 feet longer in the bow, which makes it more difficult to get put on the trailer with the winch stand. As you can see, this is not the correct trailer for this boat. This is just a shop trailer we have it sitting on, but with a bow pulpit that comes out 2 feet, it can sometimes interfere with the V-stop or the winch stand as the boat's sliding off the trailer or coming back on. So this is a nice addition, it's a nice update to the boat. One of the other things, the cabin. The cabin top has been modernized. They've done away with the port light that's normally right there. They put more angle on the front of the house, which I think it has a more modern look to it. Let me see, we've got next door, you can see that cabin over there. That is, let me zoom in there. That is a 2120. Now that is, on the old boat, that was exactly the same house they had, same cabin they had on the other boat. You can see how vertical this looks. And you can see the port light they have in the other boat. This still has a deck hatch on top of the dog house there. It has a hatch up there that opens up. Of course, opening windows on the front, sliding windows on the side. We've gotten this boat in white. It comes in a number of different colors. Stainless steel rub rail. They have this bracket platform on the back of the boat, which makes the boat a full 24-foot boat. Plus, you've got an additional, more than 3 feet, we're probably in the neighborhood of 4.5, close to 5 feet from this transom to the end of the motors back here. So it makes this boat overall getting close to 30 feet. It's certainly in the high 20s by the time you include the bracket. So it's 24 to here, and it's about 29-ish to the back of the motors, depending on how high you have them trimmed up. These are the new full digital Yamaha motors, the 200s. This has this combination hydraulic digital steering, or hydraulic electric steering, standard with stainless steel props. Trim tabs, you can see the Linco trim tabs underneath there. You get up on board here, we'll take you through the boat. Alright, so one of the big differences in this boat is the cockpit. Before, let me see if I can show you in the other boat next door. This is the 20. Before, in this, what I call legacy boat, all of this, the deck was made with plywood with fiberglass over it. You can see there's a cutout in the hull side. There's a cap that goes on, a fiberglass cap, but when it comes down to the deck, that's all old school plywood with fiberglass covering it, which is a great way to build a boat. But the modern way of doing it is the full fiberglass liner. And what we're gaining are fish boxes here in the deck, which you do not have in any of the other Parker models that are the legacy models. Nice big molded in fish box, because all of this is now fiberglass. You're seeing part of the stringer system in there, which is creating that fish box. That's plumbed to a macerator pump, so it pumps all the waste overboard. So you got one of these on each side. The arrangement of the cockpit is the same in this boat versus the 23. It's just all the advances they've had with this full fiberglass liner. You can see it's all molded in down here. We'll turn off that alarm. This has fresh and raw water washdown. There's a hose bib there for a hydrocoil hose, and we got a cockpit shower here. Pulls out. So you got that's fresh water. The other one is raw water. You also have this fish box in the transom, which is great. Nice big fish box, friction hinges, so the lid will stay up by itself. And a nice big, I think this is about 30-gallon live well on this boat. And they colored the gel coat this light blue in here to help keep your bait fish happy. Let's see, let me go down in here on the deck. Let me see if I can just lift this up and kind of show you guys what's underneath here. So we got the dual battery set up underneath here. You can see your bilge pump, live well pump. That's the macerator pump for the fish boxes. Washdown pump. Nice clean installation. Very nicely done. Very well done. Going forward to the house. So this has the rocket launcher option across the back of the hard top. Up here, rocket launcher, LED spotlight for the cockpit. This is something new with this model, and that are these extensions off the hard top and give you these pads for outrigger bases. Next door is the old house. Remember, this was the same house they used to use on the 23, and you can see back here it does not have those extensions. Handholds up here, so there's plenty to hold on to when you're going forward. And then you can see with the foredeck, we've got the hatch, the Bomar hatch, and we also have the windlass area here. This boat does come standard with a Delta Plow anchor, anchor line and chain. It's all part of the package. We just have not installed it yet on this boat. So going back to construction of this boat's fully synthetic now. There's no wood used in the construction. It's all foam core, fiberglass. So there's nothing that can rot. All right, moving into the cabin. Nice door here. Nice hinge door. So we step into the cabin. Cabin has changed also. By moving the windshield to more of an angle, they've extended the house forward at the bottom. So before, this would have come down more vertically, which took more space out. This windshield used to come down to about right here, so we've gained another 6-7 inches here. And it makes it feel more open and roomy. The other big change they've done is this is now a fiberglass liner inside, as opposed to doing the carpet, the glued carpet on the headliner. Up in the bow, they've used some of this synthetic decking material to break up the white space and to absorb some sound. You obviously can can have somebody lounge up here and overnight if they need to on the boat. Porta potty down here. There is storage underneath these cushions. Bench seat over here on this side with a storage locker underneath there. It's not tackle storage. It's simply an opening underneath the seat, so you've got a lot of space underneath there. Incidentally, this mat that's in here, it does unsnap, and you can pull the mat out for purposes of cleaning. Down here is access to forward bilge area. And then we have the helm. Seat-wise, this is the standard seat, very comfortable. We did the suspension seat down here as opposed to a fixed pedestal, so you can see it looks like a shock absorber down at the bottom, because that's what it is. The seat will bounce up and down in the seas to help take out some of that rough ride that you can get when you start getting into heavier conditions. So that's nice. Because in this boat, you have to remember that if this were a center console, you'd be seated back here in the center console. With these pilot house boats, these sport cabin boats, the helm seat is much further forward, so having that suspension pedestal is nice to absorb some of the chop. Nice helm, bigger helm than before. A lot of space for electronics. We've got a 12-inch full touch screen Garmin display on there. Yamaha digital controls because it's a digital motor. The Hellmaster Binnacle. This also has single lever control, so one lever will control both engines and keep it in synchronization. Has speed control, which is this button down here, which you can lock in your RPMs, and the boat will keep at that RPMs. Doesn't matter what the sea conditions are, it'll stay at that RPM, and then you can just click the button up or down to increase or decrease speed. It's push button start down here. You put the key in here, and then push button start is here. Windlass controls are here. Trim tab controls are here, and then you can see the stereo and the Garmin VHF radio. There's courtesy lighting everywhere. Everything's LED now. Nice size bow rail up there. You can see that. And this is pretty. We sit at the helm. This is pretty much the view you get from seated at the helm in the proper position, fore and aft with the seat. So that's the view you get out of the vessel. So it's very nice. Well, that is it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be delighted to speak with you. Let me give you some statistics real quick before we go. It's supposed pretty quick. Cruise speed at 4,000 RPMs is 38 miles an hour. Top speed's 57 miles an hour. You're getting, the best economy is 3,000 RPMs, which is just a hair under 26 miles an hour, and you're getting 2.9 miles per gallon. So you've got 140 gallons on this boat, and let's say you can use 135 or so of that. So you've got a range of 300 to 350 miles, and this comes from the from the Parker Performance Report. So anyway, that is the walkthrough. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.